Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Yo, welcome back to the show on this hump day. Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Good morning, Powers.
Good morning, Beef.
And good morning, everybody out there listening in Radio Land. We got a jam-packed show for you with tons of giveaways. Later on in the show, we're going to be talking with the one, the only Steve-O.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big deal. We'll also have tickets giveaway so you can see Steve-O live at the Rialto Theater, see what kind of stuff he's going to do to his body for your entertainment. He's a maniac. He's crazy, but he's sober. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So leave it to the professionals, and Steve-O is one of those. And I've talked with Steve-O before. He's an awesome guy. And just fair warning, when I interview Steve-O, a lot of people say that we sound alike. So it's going to be difficult for you guys to know who's saying what.
You're right.
When, yeah.
I can literally hear it now as you speak.
Right. So, we both say a lot of yeah, dude. So I'm going to try to let you know who's saying, if there's an answer, I'll be like, Steve-O said that. If there's a question, this is Beef Vegan asking the question. I have to, again, separate it, make it clear, just so everyone can follow along at home. All right. Now, of course, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
Yesterday or 2 days ago was National Pie Day.
Yep.
So this day has to be special in some way. Oh, yeah, I got it. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
316, baby.
That's right. March 16th, 316 is Austin 316. Says, I just whipped your ass. So we're going to be running a Stone Cold theme music throughout the day. We'll check in with Stone Cold periodically throughout the show as well, because a lot of people don't know. But Stone Cold actually just kind of hangs out in the building on most days. Just pop his head in and say, just talk trash. In fact, Stone Cold, what are you doing in here right now, man?
Were you saying pop a top on something, pop a top on a beer, maybe grab yourself a Steve Weiser, kick it back. Oh, hell yeah, Beef Vegan. We're going to have a good time right here tonight.
That's right. Tonight or this morning, whatever, So Stone Cold, we pop it in and out. I'm sure we'll incorporate Stone Cold in a game or two to give out some tickets. We have tickets to give away for Incubus. I'll tell you how to win those at 7 o'clock this morning, and a whole bunch more. So let's get things. Stone Cold, is it all right if we kick off the show with some Offspring?
You're sitting here flapping your gums and running your mouth like some sort of mealy-mouthed bastard. Why don't you get with it and play some of this music?
All right, I will do exactly that, Stone Cold. I'm not trying to get my ass kicked this early in the morning. We got your morning more coming up after Aaron Jones, who will be performing at the Pima County Fair. But like I said, we're kicking things off with Offspring. The kids aren't all right. On Rock 102.1 KFMA.
And that's the bottom line, because Beef Vegan said so.
Let's go! Yo, whoa, welcome back to the show. Let me reintroduce you to my good friend, Stone Cold Steve Powers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Join us on live podcast broadcast. I think Hotrock Supajoint is going to be jumping in. We may be speaking with Steve-O this hour because daylight savings, I don't know, whenever the daylight savings happen. We booked Steve-O last week is what I'm saying. And with that, I think I know I didn't book him. So, daylight savings time came into effect over the weekend. And initially I had him scheduled for 7:30, but was that 8:30 was that 9:30? I don't know. Now that we're on Pacific time again, I don't know where he's at in the country and what time he's going to call. So every hour on the 30s, I'm just keeping an eye on my phone and seeing Steve-O calls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you know, did I tell you that I screwed up daylight savings this weekend?
No, what did you do to screw up daylight savings?
I was doing an event and stupid phone and synced with watch did the daylight savings, right? So I'm at an event and I start, okay, boom. All right, I'm going to start packing up because I got a lot of stuff, so it's take a little while. Someone comes over and they're like, oh, packing up early? And I go, no. And then I left the event an hour early.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it till 7:30 at night, which was actually 6:30.
Right.
I was somewhere, or whatever time it was. I was laughing. I was like, oh man, I hope no one's mad.
All right. Pedro, are you talking about this Frank Powers, or are you talking about the one that got fired So yeah, if you're talking about the other one, he got fired, so you're never
Yeah,
gonna hear him again. So,
Finally.
yeah, thanks for joining the podcast broadcaster.
Yeah, Pedro, just hang out with us all the time. Obviously, much better over here. And again, I'll give you a secret. My name's Frank, too, so you don't gotta feel like you're missing out.
You
But
don't
just
care.
call me Powers here.
Yes. Future reference though, don't be coming on the stream on Jock and Frank's dick. We don't do that here. So yes, but welcome to our stream. Todd, I'm going to send you an invite to join on podcast broadcast as well. We have headlines coming up here in a little bit, and yeah, I know you're going to miss him, so you keep missing him. He'll be miserable somewhere else. So. All right, I'm sending Todd this, and we got weed news, of course, because I think we're going to be talking with Hotrock Supajoint.
Well, I hope so. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, we didn't get to talk with him last week, so that's because we were just all booked up. We had a bunch of stuff to cover, but it is, of course, National Austin 316 Day, so we'll be celebrating that. It's all love, Pedro. I'm just messing around.
Right.
Just
Everybody, look how
pulling
good
your
I
chain
look.
all alive. All good.
Yay.
All love. Good morning, Linda. Good to see you. Nick, are you going to both games, tonight's Tucson Roadrunner game and Friday's game? Of course, if you want to get cheap seats for this Friday's game at KFMA.com, use the keyword emergency. Emergency. If you want to go tonight, the keyword is green. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have Kristen from the Tucson Roadrunners in studio as well.
Again, Kristen, and I'm not around.
I know.
I love
I bring
Kristen.
on all the hot chicks when you're not
You
around.
do. I'm just tongue-tied about it.
I want them to come back. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why they should hang out with me. That was a dig at me and my expense. How dare you?
Okay. Well, don't oversell it this morning.
I'm
please.
really oversell
I know.
my frustration.
It's too cheesy. It's
What do
too
you-
cheesy. Be real.
I'm even more angry now.
No, stop. If you're gonna oversell it, do it in a Steve Austin voice, or don't do it at all.
Okay.
Just be. Well, I say just be
Yeah,
you.
good luck.
But be you. Crank down 3 notches.
No.
Okay.
Never.
All right. Well,
I'll take it
just
down to 11.
for the sake of entertainment. All right, coming up next, we're gonna tease this here on the air. We got 15 seconds. I also have a pair of tickets to give away for I think this Friday's Tucson Roadrunner games that we're gonna do here in a little bit. So before you buy them, try to win them. All right, here we go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. That's 3 Days Grace with So-Called Life. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast, the only podcast that's live on the radio. You could join us on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page or youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, somebody posted a genius idea on Reddit when it comes to giving a gift to somebody that you know you're going to break up with. I'm going to share this idea with you. And this is good to know whether you're planning on breaking up or if you have a birthday coming up and you get this gift, know that you're going to get broken up with, right? So the genius idea is coming up after the Offspring come out and play on Rock 102.1 KFMA. See, I rhymed. I do that all day. All right, so we're back. That genius idea. And then we're going to talk about Mike Tyson and weed. And then we got Todd Marley just popping in, checking on that beard. That beard is getting legit. It is not 420 yet, Todd.
It's 420 somewhere.
Yeah. All right. That's fair enough. And, since you've been there, working hard, you got the NCAA tournament. Does that mean you're working overtime right now?
Well, actually, now that the NCAA tournament is going into full effect, it's a downhill trend for me. It's quantity of games in my world. The less quantity, the better off, the shorter my day is.
Nice.
So.
Well, then can I ask you a favor? Pull up some TV time for us on this Wednesday morning. I know that you're scouring the internet always, and I'm sure you've probably found some pretty entertaining TV time stuff. So just throwing it out there for you. As you can tell, as you can tell on our podcast broadcast stream, we got the March Sadness brackets behind us. Yes, we're looking for the most emo band of all time. The most emo band of all time. And I'll show you this. Hold on, Todd. You see that we have 16 categories here, or 16 bands. And we're just looking for you to tag or comment below your final 4, what you would choose as far as the most emo band of all time amongst, the usual suspects. Now, Mike Dane actually threw in a suggestion, a write-in that I'm mad that we didn't include. The Cure.
So, I thought of The Cure. But I wasn't sure if that counted because I thought this was about the generation of these emo bands.
No, it is like the OG emo bands. It's the godfathers of emo. So we would have to include The Cure, and maybe there'll be a write-in going into the next round. There were a couple other suggestions in the comments.
We could have this all go down to whatever, and then The Cure just wins because they would.
Well, I mean, I want to try to play this somewhat straight up. I mean, we do like to troll as well, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if The Cure
They're
somehow
emo bands. They're already
Yes.
trolling themselves.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. If The Cure somehow makes it into the second round, then you know why. It's because they kind of deserve to be there. I mean, they're the original.
So who
Men
else
crying.
besides The Cure like is more of a classic emo band then?
Some of these comments here, let's pull it up. Well, I got about 40 seconds, but some of the comments I have.
Dream Theater emo, or are they just
No, Dream Theater.
I
Ugh,
don't know. Right?
come on, bro. Someone said, well, we had AFI, brand new TBS, Secure, MCR, the U's. Of course, a lot of Nickelback comments because we created that.
Right.
Oh, there was something I didn't see. Oh, Simple Plan. Oh no, Get the Fuck Out with Simple Plan.
Yeah.
I'm calling this absolute absurd because that's Jeremy who was complaining about the rankings, the seedings. if you
Seating
will.
itself.
Your,
All right, let's
your
get on the
emo
air.
band wasn't high enough. Oh, I'm sorry. Were your feelings hurt
Rock on
because of your emo
2.1
band?
KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Joining us via satellite is Todd Marley, trolling our listener comments here on the Facebook stream. Now, let me give you this genius idea. This was a Reddit thread that started up just the other day. Essentially, we've all been in a situation where you're going to break up with someone.
Mhm.
All right. But they have a special occasion coming up, whether it's a holiday or a birthday, and you still have to get them something. Now, this happened to me because my birthday is in November, and I got a birthday gift from this girl I was dating. But then we moved away. I moved back to Phoenix. She was still living in Flagstaff. It was a long distance relationship.
Mhm.
But she didn't break up with me. She waited till after Christmas, basically for her to get a return on her investment.
Right.
Okay. So she knew that she was going to break up with me, but she wanted to get her gift back.
Mhm.
Now, I knew we were going to break up, but I wasn't smart enough to get her a throwaway gift. I basically was a fair man and got her something of equal value.
Okay.
Right? But this is not what this guy's suggesting. Someone on Reddit came up with the perfect solution for a gift to give somebody that you're going to break up with. And it's this is all in a category called unethical life pro tips. It's make a homemade coupon book.
Oh, the homemade coupon book.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, those. Yeah.
Yeah, this is foolproof. Okay, so the homemade coupon book is good for things like dinner at a fancy restaurant,
Mm.
a romantic weekend getaway, or a future concert. You could even put sexual favors in there, whatever. Throwaway things. Good for one foot massage. Anything that looks like you're being thoughtful and giving this gift. Be like, look at all these coupons. I stacked 100 coupons in here. You could cash this out no matter what I'm doing. I will drop everything for you, girl, and cash in this coupon. I will take you to the concert.
Tara, if you want to get broken up with, give the gift of a coupon book.
No.
Mhm.
Giving you
Mhm.
a coupon
Well,
book.
This
That's terrible.
This is for people who are going to break up with their significant other. So, it's a win-win. Even if somebody gets this and is so offended that got a homemade coupon book that they break up with you, then you're like, cool. But if they don't and you break up with them, it's a gift that costs you nothing and has literally no value.
Nothing like giving IOUs as a present.
Pretty
That's
much.
so stupid.
That's what it is. So they say that way the gift seems super generous and thoughtful, but when you break up, they won't cash in any of those gifts and won't be out, and you won't be out on any cash. And if you do decide to stay in a relationship after all, they'll know that the coupons were a pre-dumping gift, and you could actually do all that stuff together like you promised. So,
But I will say this, do not forget to include the fine print. You can only cash in one coupon per day, per visit, per customer. Otherwise, you really screwed yourself because they're going to cash in a trip, a dinner, massages, hugs, probably some dirty sex all in one afternoon. Wow, that
Yeah.
cost you a lot.
yeah,
Fine print.
probably won't. I remember getting a coupon gift from my ex, and it was a dirty one, right? You get a sex shop, all these things. Every time I tried to cash in one of those coupons, she was not in the mood.
Right.
And I'm like, no, you're not following the rules. This is This was the gift. Oh.
This is a legal binding agreement between us and Fascinations.
Right. I should have known it was doomed. All right. Let's keep the conversation going on the podcast broadcast stream. You can join us there on the Rock 1 2.1 Facebook page or youtube.com/beefvegan. And when we come back, Mike Tyson has a genius edible idea. He's been in the weed game for quite some time. His new product, you're like, why didn't I think of that? I'll tell you what that is next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Clear. What is that? Why you dancing for no reason?
I'm super pumped. I was reading some comments. Good comments. I just like being
Why you got a yuck powers yum?
What?
Why you got a yuck powers yum? He was having a good vibe. Good vibes only.
You did yuck my yum. I've never heard that, but I'm gonna use it.
By all means. It wasn't mine. Pass it along.
Sometimes I don't want too much yum. I want a decent amount of yum.
Dancing.
First off, he's a terrible dancer. It's cheesy as fuck. I'm just trying.
Always been a rule: no dancing in the studio.
Yeah, man. Unless we play a banger, and we don't have any bangers coming up for the next 3 days.
There's a banger playing in here right now. It's called the theme from the circus. It's always on.
That's terrible.
You've no idea.
All right, so we've been having a lot of stuff. I'm going to give you an opportunity to pull up some TV time, Todd. We did have an interesting story of an excellent prank that happened earlier this morning. This happened in North Dakota as we broke it down, and it was one of those pranks where I thought to myself, why didn't I think of that? It's twice today. I'm like, damn it, why didn't I think of that? Here's a guy begging pranksters to please take back their prank. Check out this clip. Since we're talking to Steve-O later today, I think it's only appropriate to talk about an epic prank that I came across. And you got to celebrate these epic pranks when you see them. And this is a prank that didn't involve any kind of physical violence or physical pain on anybody. So that's good. Those are the best kind of pranks as well. So this happened in, where exactly did it happen? I want to say, it's somewhere with snow. Oh, North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Okay, so North Dakota, there's not too many landmarks. It's pretty flat terrain. It's North Dakota. Nobody visits North Dakota to see things.
Is Mount Rushmore there?
Maybe.
There's nothing there. That may be Mount Rushmore. I don't know.
Right.
I could be wrong, too.
Now, there was a couple of pranksters in North Dakota that wanted to do something to the lawn of a local pastor named Paul Knight. But rather than just doing the classic TPing stunt, they came up with something creative. Now, Kmart's were like a Target. They were in business around the country and thrived in the 80s. But as you could tell, they are slowly going extinct.
Yeah.
And more Kmart's are going out of business. But, their buildings still stand. In North Dakota, they're one of the last places where Kmart's were thriving until they went out of business. And you would just see a shell of a Kmart in the middle of North Dakota. That's where these pranksters came up with the idea. They're like, you know what? There is that Kmart that nobody's been paying attention to forever. What if, hear me out now, what if we took the giant K from the Kmart logo and put it in the pastor's front lawn? That's exactly what these pranksters did. All right. Now, the Kmart went out of business a while ago. The site was being redeveloped. So, it looked like it was about to be scrapped. They grabbed up this Kmart, big K, and they installed it so that it could stand up using wooden supports and then secured it with ropes that were tied to trees. Now, it's unclear exactly how big it is, but I do have a picture. If you could guesstimate, Powers, looking at this picture on the stream, how big do you think that K is in front of his house?
That's so funny. Let's see, average man 6 feet. I'm going to say that thing's like 20 feet tall.
20 feet tall. It's just
hilarious.
Right there, blocking his entire house. It's just a big Kmart logo right there in front of his house, surrounded by snow. Now, what's great is Paul didn't know who left the Kmart K at his house, so he went on the local news and asked the pranksters to take it back at their convenience. Because he's a pastor, so he's super nice. He added that my wife hopes that it's gone by June. So he gave him a couple months. That's too nice there, Paul.
That is so funny.
Yeah, in the news report, they say that 2 people responsible called the station and asked that they not use their names, and it sounds like they are going to take care of it. And they will be by to pick up that giant K around June.
Well, that's
So-
good. It's good to know there'll also be a blue light special in their kitchen for some time. You could pick up a good deal on cereal, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. Until then, Paul will have to randomly answer the door and tell people that he does not have underwear for sale.
No, he does not.
I apologize.
And one last thing, the Mount Rushmore is actually in South Dakota. So yes, this Kmart is the number one thing to see in North Dakota.
In fact, actually, they should just keep it there on the lawn because that's the number one tourist attraction now. I mean, if there's any
Absolutely.
reason to go to North Dakota, there isn't. So this is the one reason to go to North Dakota. So
Indeed.
congratulations, Paul.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit the reset. We're going to be back at 7 o'clock and before that, but at 7 o'clock, we're going to tell you what time you're listening for the Incubus song. Because when you hear that, you have to be caller number 10 to win tickets to see them live. Blah, 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 blah. And we already gave away those tickets, so you could always try it for tomorrow. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast stream. We got Todd Marley, and it's time for the TV time with Todd. What do you got for us here on the stream?
Well, first question I have for you: have you ever thought about how new car models get made?
I don't think I have. I think I saw a YouTube video about 10 years ago, and I'm like, oh, that solves that.
I have
And
rare footage of a new car model being made.
what's the new car? Oh, geez.
Getting dirty. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nice. That is
New
fantastic. Let's
Bronco.
get it one more time. That is so fantastic. So, what is the backstory? Is there any backstory here?
no, there's no. You want stories? I got no stories for you. You
Well,
gave
you
me
see,
30
there's
seconds
a
to
high
find
school
5
together.
videos.
And
I
they
found
met-
3. I have jokes, and actually, one of them has you in it, Beef. Believe it or
Oh,
not, I have
okay.
actual footage of Beef here getting prepped for the show. Hold on. I got to get used to pushing
Uh-oh.
buttons again.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what this is all about. Getting prepped for the show.
I'll be sure to validate this or verify it. I see him get ready a lot.
You see to get ready. This is probably what it looked like this morning.
Exactly.
That'd be fantastic. I could do that because they got a lack of penis in the way. Whoa. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Ah.
Fire crotch.
You gotta stop lying.
Oh man, that's funny.
Liar.
Actual, genuine, honest to God footage.
See, am I seeing that? Yeah, we can't do a smoke out here in the studio. We know that for a fact on 420.
I've already been. Yeah, you get yelled at by a lot of people.
Yeah. I'm not giving them any reason to fire me, and that would be prime reason. They're not that hip to the weed. The corporate isn't, but there are people in the building that are very hip to it, and we just have to wait for it to be federally legalized. But still, I mean, this would be a great broom closet to hotbox for sure. I'll tell you what, though, I have done shows stoned before back in the day, and they aren't my best shows, man. If you think I sound like a bumbling idiot now, you should see me 3 sheets to the wind. I'm just like, there's just no organization whatsoever.
The difference is it sounds the same, it looks the same, except he thinks he's doing a great job.
No. In fact, I know I'm not doing it.
No. His exact words were, "How do I make this stop?"
Yeah. Well, that was the Salvia show, but yes, same difference.
Oh, man.
All right. What is this?
This is what happens when you put 1,000 points into luck.
Ooh. Oh. This had to be in Russia, right? It seems like it's always in Russia.
Look at it.
Wow.
Look. He's fine. One more time.
Instant replay. Oh, this is like, in that split second, you're like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Wait a second. What?
Where was this lady? Just walking around?
Well, it was an edit. He was sitting in the car there for quite a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stop and think about that. Hold on. Give me that one more time.
Yeah.
This happens. How long do you sit there and contemplate your life?
Oh, a while. That's a thing. So like he's just sitting there like that, like holy shit. How many times do you think he said holy shit? Probably a good 30 to 40 times at least.
What's the closest you ever survived something like that?
No, and knock on wood, I'm very fortunate. I did have a dream the other night that like I woke up because I was about to rear end a car going really fast on the highway. I've gotten a few accidents, but nothing to this extreme. The closest I got to a near-death experience in a car, we were doing a desert party, right? And I bought a keg with my neighbor Kevin, and we went up to this, like on top of this hill out in the desert, and we put the keg in the back of my buddy McKay's truck. McKay is a good time, but he's a dumbass. Okay. So I'm standing in the back of the keg back of the truck, pouring out beers out of this keg. Well, McKay didn't put the e-brake on.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, the truck starts rolling. People get off. I'm standing there with the keg. And as the truck's rolling backwards, it's going straight towards a cliff. Right? Straight towards a cliff. And it was as if a guardian angel came down and at the last minute turned the truck from going to like a 40-foot drop into like a little 5-foot ditch. And it made a hard right, went right into this 5-foot ditch. And, then I fell on my ass, still had my beer intact, didn't spill the beer. But yeah, it was that close.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And I was frozen. So,
Yeah, well, yeah. I had a car accident. That was my fault. Just parked car.
Mhm.
Snow. Some power walker starts coming around the giant mountain of snow into the street. So I try to turn to change lanes and just keep going forward. I literally missed that guy who leaps out of the way, smash into a parked car. The trunk of this car, boom.
right
And
there.
my seatbelt saved me and the airbag. The
Oof.
trunk of the car, that close, almost just dead.
Did you get all messed up?
No, bruises, bad bruise. I was probably going 50.
Right.
And just sore and hurt. And do you ever hear like the expression like knock the spit out of you, knock the shit out of you? Like a loogie from the middle of nowhere was like came out. My glasses were like kind of broke.
Defensive
was
response.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
very
bomber
weird
response.
thing.
Ah!
Yeah, because it knocks, boom. It was very fucking scary and horrible.
Yeah.
But certainly one of those like, whoa, that was almost it. Like,
Yeah.
that was
Nice.
almost
I want to shout out Gary real quick. Gary, sorry. Good story. I get so easily distracted. Cool story, bro. Shout out Gary real
Good, you're
quick.
lucky.
He earned a top fan badge on the Rock 1 2.1 Facebook page as one of the most engaged followers. So thank you, Gary. And make sure if you're on Facebook to react on that. Let's get back on the air here. I'm going to show you this Mike Tyson thing. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As you may know, Mike Tyson has been a huge proponent of marijuana for quite some time. In fact, he actually said, if it wasn't for weed, I'd be killing people. Like
Oh, my
literally killing
goodness.
people. It's the only way to kind of subdue his rage. And he grows and he cultivates. And Mike Tyson has a marijuana strain. It's a big deal for him. He's making probably more money, or eventually he'll end up making more money off of weed than his entire fight career, which is hard to believe because he was the biggest box office draw for nearly a decade. Well, he just released a brand new product that I'm super excited about, and a lot of other people are too. And they're edibles. He's selling edible gummies, but the way he's doing it is the perfect Mike Tyson brand. He's selling edible gummies. Sorry, in the shape of an ear with a bite taken out of it. Yes. These are Mike Tyson gummies. I'm going to show these gummies here on the stream on the Rock 1 2.1 Facebook page and youtube.com/beefvegan. They're called Mike Tyson Bites, and they almost look like dog treats, but these are gummies.
Adorable.
Yeah, they look like Evander Holyfield's ear
Yeah.
with a little bite taken out of them.
Does Evander Holyfield get a piece of this action?
Well, that's a good question. Evander Holyfield did respond they said, well, no word if Evander's getting a cut or a bite of the profits. But in a joint interview a few years ago, Mike brought up the idea and he made it sound like Evander was figured in. And he said, quote unquote, yeah, you might be in business because we're going to make some holy ears, some edibles of the ear that got a bite taken out of them. And Holyfield responded with, well, I could do that. So hopefully Mike Tyson is a man of his word and cut Evander Holyfield in on these Mike Tyson bites, but I don't know where they're available at. You can check your dispensary or ask them if they're going to get Mike Tyson bites here soon. But it's pretty clever.
Heck yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Can I see what Stone Cold Steve Austin thinks about this? Because him and Mike Tyson have some history. Is there no time?
There's no time. I'll be on the stream. Put it
Let's
on the
do it on
stream.
the stream.
Yes, it is Austin 316 day, so Stone Cold Steve Austin keeps popping in. Right. So we'll talk with Stone Cold on the stream. Be back here on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Clear.
So
All right.
I respect what you've done in the boxing
No, don't do it
world.
yet. Don't do it yet.
Why?
Because you need something first. Dude.
You're right.
Yeah. All right.
Listen to me, son. I respect what you've done in the boxing world. But when you step in this ring making edibles with me, messing with Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's something you just don't do. What I'm telling you is that I want a piece of Mike Tyson's, I think, delicious edible ears. It's true. Because I can beat you any day of the week twice on Sunday Fun Day. Let's get lit. Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. You should have just popped in as Stone Cold instead of asking.
I was
That's
gonna.
why
I wasn't
just
sure
like,
about time.
You're rowing the lead.
We're going
Yeah.
a long time.
I was like, no, you fucked up. We gotta go to break.
That's all right. I guess people go to this stream.
Yeah, maybe they aren't. But so there we go. That was the ear. They look like those dollar Alpo treats that I get my dog. Those little Alpo steaks.
Yeah, they do look
Good for the
great.
same stamp.
Huh?
Same stamp, different material.
Mm-hmm. All right. Real quick, we had a good round of F My Life. Yeah, I had somebody call for no reason, but besides that, there was some good F My Lives that we shared earlier today. And if you missed it, it went a little something like this. Check it out.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward.
It is awkward. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's time for another round of F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can call me right now. 600 KFMA, that's 600-5362. Powers and I will weigh in on your FMLs. Are you ready, Powers?
Indeed.
All right. Audra sent me this first email. She said, last weekend, I left for spring break in Mexico. Upon landing, I received a text message from the guy I've been seeing. It read, quote unquote, sorry, I'm not boyfriend material. Have a good trip. I paid 75 cents to get dumped internationally.
75 cents?
Yeah, because international rates apply.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. F My Life, what do you say, Powers?
I would say big baby, because if you're going to get dumped, you're at spring break. That's the place to get dumped. You
Yeah.
single, get ready to mingle.
Yeah, you're going to rebound like Dennis Rodman, for sure. All right, let's go to the phones here. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Joey.
Joey, you got an F My Life, dude?
I'm sorry?
You have an F My Life? You're calling here on the station, right?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. What's your F My Life story? You have no clue what I'm
He has
talking about,
no
right?
idea.
Are you calling for tickets? Yeah, you hung up. All right. Live radio, ladies and gentlemen. Next F My Life situation emailed to me by Sarah. Said, today I came home to my fiance and his friends playing Monopoly naked in our backyard. So odd. Now, you like games. And you
Yeah.
got weird friends. You ever do this?
Strip poker's fun. I've never played strip Monopoly.
Right.
That game's far too violent. Too many tiny pieces.
Seems weird.
Yeah,
I'm going to say F My Life for sure.
100%.
All right, next F My Life email sent to me by Nathaniel. Nathaniel wrote, today I got home and my wife asked me to help yell at the kids for ruining over $1,000 of her makeup supplies.
Ooh.
I did an almost double take at the fact that I had no idea she spent over $1,000 just on makeup.
Good point.
No wonder we're always broke at the end of the month.
Oh, man.
Yes. F My Life.
Indeed. You
All
got a
right.
budget, buddy.
I think this is Joey again calling. Should I answer it? Should we live dangerously?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, why not? Right? It could be my F My Life for today.
Yeah.
Rock 102.1, who's this?
This is Chris.
Oh, Chris, you got an F My Life story for us?
Yeah, actually, it was pretty recently with you guys.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I had called in, and it was the pizza thing, the Arizona Pizza. You guys had called my name for tickets, and I didn't hear my name because my mom called me.
Oh.
That's
Do I have a
enough of my
sad?
life.
Is that a sad trombone?
Yes,
All right, let me do the sad trombone for you there, Chris, because that's all I could do for you.
that's true.
There you go.
Because there's nothing
Thank
better
you so much.
than free pizza.
I know. You could have had that free pizza, man. That's all right. I'm sure we'll have more free pizza to give away. I know Squared Up Pizza is going to do another Tap Out Tuesday with us.
Cool.
So you could possibly win a gift certificate for them. It's fantastic pizza at the Park Place Mall, all right?
All right.
All right, thanks, Chris. Have a good day, dude. All right, that's your F My Life. So we're gonna hit the reset, and then we may or may not be talking to Steve-O when we return, because daylight saving time. What a bitch this is.
Yeah.
All right, F My Life. I've been teasing Steve-O all morning long. That just ain't happening. Let's just be real. Now it's 9:35. Maybe he'll call it 10:30. I won't be here, but let's address the elephant in the room. You know, streamers and my OGs, like YouTube is where it's at. Facebook has been dropping off, and we've obviously lost some notable streamers who've been around for quite some minutes. Anyone know what happened to Rob? You know, there's a couple like Eric. I understand, you know, he got emotionally offended because I wasn't his real life best friend, you know, like I don't know what I could do for Eric besides, you know, what I do. Gittins is in hospice, but you know, I know that a lot of these streamers don't like interacting with Gittins anyways. But yeah, yes, I've been noticing like just the OGs, the comments have been drying up on the Facebook page. A lot of it's been going to the YouTube. But have you talked to anyone of them? You know, any kind of word of what's going on? Maybe, you know, what's the suckage? Where's the suckage? And you know, how can we fix the suckage? Shit like that. You know, I'm definitely self-aware and self-critical of the stream. I'm definitely going to expand it and start it earlier because I know a lot of people are working from 9 to 10. So that's always been an effect, and I've been winning it over. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. You know,
You can see a lot of people saying more powers. We want powers a lot. Powers on the stream.
no one's saying that though.
What do you? No.
Yeah.
I could swear on these comments.
No, I know. Where are you? You're not seeing those on Facebook.
Am I just texting these on my own notepad? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, I mean, yesterday we had like 30 people on Facebook. So you know, but that was Cat wearing a low cut shirt.
That'll
And
do it.
that's what happens.
I see what you're getting at. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Let's take it off.
Oh,
This is where
there
the
you go.
This is where the no. Okay. No one.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one's shown a nipple on the internet yet, so I don't want to be the first.
That's
Are
not,
we
that's not what
getting
low cut
echo?
means.
Todd, I think we're getting an echo on you. Let's see. What about now? Can I hear you at all right now?
You hear me at all right now? How about now? No, you muted me and unmuted me. I saw the little thing light up.
A little bit of an echo, but yeah.
This is low cut as this gets, Todd. Okay. I'm trying.
No, nobody wants to see that though. So
Well, are you sure?
you're positive.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could swear.
Well,
Probably
there we go.
somewhere.
We fixed it. Yeah, we fixed your mic. Your mic, you got you got a fuzzy on it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have a whole like eyeballs on it and arms and legs. That was Lurkmaster Flex. I would sit there and let it watch like Gimp when she would stream. Just let it be an extra viewer.
Nice. I do have a video I want to show you guys because you know St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. That's a big deal. It's a huge deal in
what are you doing
Chicago.
on the radio for it?
Nothing.
Nothing special.
No,
Any
no.
Fun games? Anything different?
No.
Are you gonna wear green?
No. All silly questions, and I don't care. All right. What you're fucking up my setup here.
All right,
Maybe that's why. Yeah. So it's not that big of a deal in Tucson. You don't have to read. Let me show you this. It's not that big in Tucson, but obviously it's a big deal in Chicago. Chicago loves them some
Organized
St. Patrick's
crime. St. Patrick's
yes.
Day.
And every year they do the Green River, right? You've seen this before, but how do they do the Green River, and how long does it take them to do it? So there's a time lapse video of them turning the Chicago River green. I want to show you. And this is pretty cool. It's 48 seconds here. So this is what they do. It's a boat that just spraying out green dye and doing donuts and going back and forth, and doing it so much that they turn it bright green.
Wow.
And it's pretty impressive.
That is green.
Yeah. I mean, it's as green as New York's Hudson River, right?
Yeah, I think so. Probably still safer.
Yes.
That's all toxic.
But yeah, there's the time lapse of how they actually make that happen. And there are tons of people out there just watching them make the river turn green. I thought it was cool. Now, where would they do this in Phoenix? Or sorry, in Tucson? Where is there anywhere in Tucson that really goes all out for St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, that filthy wash by our house. We could go hang out there. That's pretty dark and grody already. I bet if we cleaned it, we could get it to be green.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah, it looks like Gotham. Well, I mean, that's where they shot Batman. Batman Begins.
It is. Chicago.
Fun facts. I am hearing that echo. It's you, Todd. Are you listening to us through the computer as well?
Nope. It's might be just loud in my headphones. Hold on.
Okay. The Reed Park Pond. Oh yeah, that stays green.
There you go.
But that's year round. We're not celebrating that. All right, so we got headlines going up next, and then we're gonna end things with the beef tip. And let's see. And that's pretty much it. You know, it's Incubus week, and then next Monday I have another announcement. I don't know exactly what the announcement is, but I'm being told it's big. So hopefully more of these concert announcements are going to be Tucson announcements, because you know gas is going to be $17 a gallon here soon. So who wants to drive to Phoenix to see a show, even with those tickets when the tickets are free? You know, it's still going to cost you a ton of money. You're going to be in the red just from gas.
I saw a meme that would appeal to you that it said it's cheaper to do cocaine and just kind of run everywhere now.
Right. Yes. You know your audience. I saw that very same meme. Oh, it was Rico who posted. That's why.
Oh, did he post it?
Yeah. That's why we saw it. All right. 12 seconds. We're playing an emo band, Jimmy Eat World, with the middle. So I'm going to try to tease or plug the bracket and then get into our headlines. Rock 102.1 KFMA. That is Jimmy Eat World, who is one of our contenders in our most emo band ever bracket that we posted on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page and on the Instagram page. So when you get a chance, please check out the bracket and comment below your favorite emo band of all time as we narrow it down from our Sweet 16 to our, grade 8. No, I forgot the name for the 8. Todd, you know the 8. What do they say for the 8 teams? And then there's the 4.
Why are you putting me on the spot like this? The Sweet 16, the Elite 8. There, had to go in order.
The Elite 8. That's right. It started with an E. So he's a little too stoned. It took him a couple seconds, but he got it.
I'm out of the sports mindset. I'm trying not to be at work while I'm at work.
All right. Well, you're back at work. So let me give you today's headlines. These are some headlines that we missed earlier in the week that I'd like to share with you right now. First and foremost, there's a man in Washington State who was found unconscious in his Jaguar. Right now, this is not an animal, but his vehicle with the car running. Okay. Cops woke him up and they later found $2,700 in cash in the car, along with $200,000 in drugs, including meth, heroin, cocaine, and pills. Oh, and there was also a gun. So he wasn't in Florida, or I would have put him in the Florida man story, but this was still an extreme fail on behalf of this guy. If you're going to be like smuggling drugs in your Jaguar, don't do the heroin, at least do the meth so you're awake and alert and you get to wherever you're trying to go.
Yeah. Maybe take a nap if you're tired, I guess.
Right. And if you're tired, I mean, you have meth and cocaine. Again, don't take the downers, take the uppers. If you're tired, if you're smuggling $200,000 worth of drugs, if you're not smuggling $200,000 worth of drugs, don't do those drugs.
There you go.
There you go. PSA. All right, 73% of female small business owners say it's easier for a woman to become a successful business owner today than it was 10 years ago.
Oh, let's file this under duh.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And finally, there's a former assistant principal of a Mississippi elementary school that says he was fired for reading a children's book to a group of second graders. It's called I Need a New Butt. And it's a silly comic story about a young boy who thinks that he needs a new butt because the one he has is cracked.
It has a big crack in it.
Right. Now, this is a very innocent book, but in Mississippi, they're so conservative, it was still too obscene to read to these kids, so they fired him. And here's the thing that is the kicker. The guy said no parents complained. No one. But the school officials canceled him anyways.
It's modern times. I'll tell you, that Captain Underpants, too, probably is going to get that guy sent up the river.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are the headlines that we missed today. We're going to take a small break. We'll be right back with your beef tip. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. I like saying, so stick around. Please stay. You can go.
Continue moving down the road in a safe manner, but leave us in your ears.
Yes.
Yeah, Kristen's in tomorrow there. Someone's asking that in the comments.
Yeah, we got Kristen in tomorrow. It's gonna be fantastic. And she'll probably be a little tired because we have a game tonight, but we have a good time with it. And we'll be talking the NCAA bracket with her because, literally, she is almost a better sports analysis as a female than Justin Spears is. Justin Spears is fantastic too. He's so busy he won't be in for the rest of this tournament. But
he's also terrible as a female.
No, he's actually a great female.
Oh, does he do all right?
Oh, he's fantastic.
Never seen him in a dress.
Oh, you just wait. I'll send you a link. But yeah, I mean, Kristen talking sports, she is a pro. And female sports analysts are a wave of the future. Like a hot woman who knows her sports is so appealing to a male demo. And that's why I have her on there. Plus, I just like Kristen. She's just like a ball buster, no nonsense type of lady. And she's my boss. And I really dig it. It's cool. And I still haven't given her back that pink Roadrunners jersey. That Bret Hart jersey. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. In fact, if you go to the game tonight, Powers, I'll let you wear it.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about, Kristen. He bought it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bret Hart, pink tights. If you take the letter S and put it in front of Hitman, you'll get my thoughts on one Bret Hart.
Take that, he says. All right. It's been taken. All right. Finally thing. Speaking of Stone Cold, let's go ahead and look at Powers dressed as Stone Cold.
Yes. Look at this. I crushed this. There's a video somewhere. I should have sent you that of my whole intro there.
People get the gist. They see it. You're Stone Cold about once every 2 weeks at least.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Seems like it. But I hosted Hotel Congress Halloween, and I went all out as Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it's one of the best things I've ever done.
Yeah, in fact, it's his banner.
Yeah, I figured I'd just update
Stone
things
Cold
for the day.
Yeah, Stone Cold wouldn't close his eyes while he's cracking those beers, by the way. He would take beer.
That's a still
to the
shot
eye.
from a video.
I know.
What you're going to do. It happens. But that stuff, it does. It's brutal. It does burn your eyes. It gets in there. Drown a little bit. It's awesome. I had a good time doing it. Look at that one. Fantastic. What a stud. So you see this? It's so funny. Some kid I used to work with back in the day, gay kid. I hadn't talked to him in 10 years. I post these photos and he messages me. He's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, hey. I know I'm making you thirsty.
Was he saying, what are you doing dressed as Rob Halford from
That's
Judas
what
Priest?
That's what he was saying. He's like, you look like such a hot leather daddy. I'm like, all right, high five from across the Facebook messages.
Yes.
That's awesome. But it was really funny.
It does look a little more like Rob than it does Steve.
I'll take it.
But I will say this, because you got this heavyweight championship belt.
That's right. I almost brought it today.
Yeah, you should have, because
Now-
it's amazing. I know it's one of your most prized possessions.
No, I figured you challenged me for it, and that's your
I
show.
probably would.
and
Yeah, I
I'd
would
have
stun
to
the fuck out of
do
you.
the job.
But it's great for when you have love handles and a gut. So you wear
Oh,
that
perfect.
belt, yeah, and it keeps everything in and it conceals it. Let me ask you this and be honest. Did you get lucky that night?
No, I don't do. I'll be honest with these Halloween things. I'm surprised that the center of attention on the stage guy, I get, and Halloween's a lot of dates, not a lot of single girls. I get hit on by a lot of people, but they always got some dude with them.
That's not always true. It's actually called Halloween. A lot of women go out just to hook up on Halloween. And look at the way that this Miss USA or this Olympian is looking at you. Look at the gaze on her eyes as she stares at one Stone Cold Steve Powers. This is a woman who's saying, I'd do it.
Sure.
100%. You could see it in her eyes.
It's true.
So
I'll tell you this much. A couple years later, I was hosting it. I forget who as the Golden Girls. And one of the contestants was Asuka from wrestling, right? She dressed as the women's champion. And I immediately end the thing. I'm like, that was great. All right, the end. All right. And I immediately turned to her. I'm like, so do you really watch wrestling? You want to watch wrestling with me? And got a date and hooked up with that girl.
okay.
So
That's
I'll
good.
take that.
All right.
I only hook up with the ladies that dress as wrestlers. Okay?
Yeah, the ones that actually watch wrestling.
Right.
Which again, you're limiting yourself. You know,
right.
You got not too many options there. But still, that was good. I'm glad that happened. But I am disappointed that if you're gonna dress as anyone and score, Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. I mean, that or Val Venus. I mean, if you can't score dressed as either one of them, then you're not even trying. And I think the problem was you weren't even trying.
Well, no, again, I shoo them all away. They were not dressed as wrestlers. It was dozens of chicks, dozens and dozens. I was the one that said no.
Yeah, I know. The bullshit's stacking up high in the studio here
That's
today.
a bunch of nonsense. How dare you?
Hey, these are facts.
Question.
Yes.
How dare you?
Okay, I'll tell you how I dare.
That's right.
I dare to say
He dares because he
if
cares.
I dressed like Stone Cold,
Yeah.
I would be stunning some lovely lady later that night.
I don't think that's how it works, but sure.
I mean, yeah, and then he would get to take them home afterwards.
Right.
after-
But they're
Right, right.
unconscious, and then that's quickly turns to a Bill Cosby costume, and you don't want that.
Yeah.
That's
no.
I did get just hear from Hot Rock. He said, just waking up. Lil Rock's got no school this week, spring break.
That's why.
So I slept in next week, homie. So we'll be touching base with Hot Rock next week.
Yeah.
But since we weren't able to catch up with Hot Rock this week, and I just watched Spider-Man No Way Home last night, I feel like I want to play the movie hack of Hot Rock doing Spider-Man, just as a reminiscent.
It's
as we
one
go
of his funniest ones.
It is.
It's so good.
It is fantastic. And in case you forgot and don't remember what it was like, well, I got a little something for you. Check this out.
This is Supajoint movie preview hack, yo! Yeah! Ah, what time is it? Oh shit, it's not 4:20 yet, okay. Fucking dusty old dispensary, how they gonna get people to fucking buy weed here? Yeah, I know you got a stairway to heaven, but still, it's dusty as fuck. Yo, don't drop the weed, I told you that shit was the bomb, yo! Oh my god, homies, it's just a dream. That was close. Man, it's a good thing I broke that watch, so it's always 4:20. Yeah! Being an Avenger's awesome, but sometimes being the only Dr. Avenger sucks, because everybody wants me to prescribe them weed, yo. Come on, the name says Doctor Strange. That means you can prescribe weed, right? Well, technically, I can't prescribe it, but I could recommend it, but I can't prescribe it because it's still Schedule 1, you know? Man, I don't care what you call it. I just want some weed. Yeah, me too, Doctor Strange. I want some weed, too. Oh my god, that's right, Stephen Strange. He's a doctor. Hey, Doctor Strange, can you prescribe me marijuana? Oh my god, look at all this weed smoke that be coming in. Don't look at the dude with horns. Look at all that weed smoke, yo. My recommending is done here. And behind this door is where we make all the magic edibles with the magic weed. Marijuana cards for cow people, huh, Strange? Oh, come on, the cowman said he was in utter pain, yo. Oh, come on, it's just jokes, homies. We have brought you here for a particular reason, Doctor Strange. What's up, yo? Can you prescribe us marijuana? I mean, technically, I can only recommend. Oh my god, these edibles be crazy, man. My face is fucking freaking out. I don't know what's even going on. These edibles is too much, yo. Oh, yes, but can you recommend marijuana to yourself, Doctor Strange? Oh, hell no. He better not be recommending marijuana to himself. Ow, my rib. I bet marijuana would help that. Oh my god, look out. Oh, thank god you saw it too. I thought that was just me. Do you prescribe weed? You're already stoned. I read an article online that says marijuana causes schizophrenia. Do you believe that? I don't believe that. I don't believe that either. See? We don't believe it. Cow people Strange? Yeah! 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 Strange! What did you put in these edibles? Ah ha ha ha! These edibles are made with my marijuana of madness! Ah ha ha ha! Just like the name of the movie! Ha ha! Yeah!
Yeah, no, I know she's your mom. That's why you don't want to have a threesome.
Oh my god! They just released a list of who's playing at Coachella.
What? No way, dude, send that to me.
Oh, you know what? I gotta go. I got some radio content brewing. Did you guys say Coachella? Who's playing? It makes me pumped.
You haven't heard of any of these guys.
What are you talking about? I'm a morning show host on a 90s rock station. I probably know all these bands. Who's on the lineup?
You want to know?
Yeah?
No, that's one of the bands. Just Crust,
Nah.
DJ Xanax,
No.
and Shimmy and the Deaf Choir Boys.
Stinky Febreze.
Yes, it's funky.
720p.
Kid COVID.
Oh, I hear his songs are really catchy.
Father Thermostat.
Nah.
Fuckboy Car Wash.
Oh, I love K-pop.
Wario Lopez, Vampire Olive Garden.
Nah.
DJ Realtor.
Ed's Horny Starfish.
No.
Snape Thrills Dumbledore.
Megan. Why?
Michael Caine, he's just gonna be there.
Nicholas Rage.
I'm out.
Cholula Tapatia.
Jim Cumrag and the Shaky Bones.
Yeah, I play them on the radio. I'm not allowed to, but I would.
King Mattress.
Nah.
Lil Fauci, Rio Pancake.
The rent is rising, but the minimum wage has remained the same, and Joe's wife is a whore.
Sounds like dubstep.
Trash Can Kelly.
No.
Boba Fett's malfunction jetpack. I love him.
Kaka de Pee-Pee.
Okay.
Bipolar Mufasa. Yo Fap No Fap.
Sugar Boob, MC Depression, Lil Union, Carol Baskin Robbins with Stevie Wonder Breads opening for her.
I could do cocaine to
The
that.
Dick Pic NFTs. Freddie Frisco and the Jewel Pods. Bobby Queef.
Whack.
Three Stooges Smegma.
Trey Bark.
Butthole Boogie Board. OK Zoomer. The Back Pockets.
Brenda Dry Clam.
Spicy Gender Fluids. Kyle Gooch.
Bumfucks.
Trisexual Ceratops.
Sir, please wear a mask.
Donny Osmond, of course. Dead Sharon.
Oh, yeah, she kills
Pine Soul.
Karen and the Managers.
They sound terrible.
Tattoos over personality.
Lil Sushi. It's pronounced Fa.
Nah.
Disappointing Aside.
And Chumbawamba.
You guys even want to go to this shit?
Yeah?
Who's headlining, though?
Betty White's hologram.
Betty White already? I'm in, all right? I'll make some calls. Yeah! Oh, we are still back here live. I get Todd on the stream again. There you go. There, a couple clips for you. Yes, I played the Marijuana Madness. Said No Way Homie. I'm like, do we not have No Way Homie queued up? But there you have it. The Doctor Strange movie still coming out here soon, so it's relevant, and I'm ready for it. Oh, you got your beef tip coming up here in a minute, and yeah, we're just kind of troubleshooting ideas for Ren Fair this Sunday, because Powers and I and Rico and Kat are gonna head up to the Ren Fair and shoot some video and get all crazy. I asked Powers, you got any costumes? He's like, I got all the costumes.
I was in the midst of sending him a text like, I have 3 king's robes.
Yeah, so we could be the 3 kings
Right?
with a fair maiden.
Right?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's
All
so
right.
fun.
We got 7 seconds. Gonna wrap things up with the beef tip. Thank you guys for watching as always. And that's pretty much it. Hold on. Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. I'm smooth as butter this morning, Powers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm buttery smooth. I'm buttery beef. Let me give you a beef tip before we wrap things up. Quick reminders, though. We are giving away Incubus tickets both tomorrow and Friday before they go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Tonight, there's a Tucson Roadrunners game at the TCC. Puck drop is 6:05. So if you want to join us for some live professional hockey action, you can get your cheap seats by going to KFMA.com and using the keyword green. Sit in the Rock 1 2.1 section and get those tickets for half off. So they'll be very cheap. And I'll be out there hosting the game as usual. Let me give you a beef tip before we wrap things up this morning. Here's a beef tip for a study found that sleeping with even a little bit of light is bad for us.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
Yeah. And I'm talking like TV light or even night light. Any little bit of light is really bad for us. And it raises your heart rate, which is linked to heart disease. So the beef tip is sleep with a mask on. Or, and that's pretty much the only way. Not a lot of people have like blackout rooms. If you have the blackout curtains, good for you. You live in Arizona, and that's smart. But a lot of people don't have that. So even the street lights coming in could be bad for you. They say it also spikes your blood sugar. And the lead author of this study says the more of us should think about wearing no sleep masks. So that's the beef tip. Wear a sleep mask.
Wow. I recommend wearing a mask as often as you can, to be honest with you. Not only these COVID masks, I mean, just cover your whole face up.
Oh, there you go. Use your COVID mask. I know you guys stocked up and you're probably not using them anymore because you're like, hey, pandemic's over. Well, use those COVID masks over your eyes.
There you go.
A revised beef tip on the fly. How about that?
Done.
Mhm.
That's recycling. That's responsible.
I'd like to thank our guests on the show today, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, hell yeah, beef.
Todd Marley via satellite.
I've been here the whole time.
Yes, and my apologies to Steve-O. We ran out of time, so we weren't able to talk to him today. Maybe we'll talk to him again another day. Maybe we won't, but we will see him live at the Rialto Theater on April 3rd. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page, youtube.com/beefvegan. Riley's up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. One more time. Hell yeah, Steve.
Oh, hell yeah.
When you wish upon a
Later,
side of
guys.
beef,
Thanks for watching.
That's the
will
bottom
come
line.
and
Because
enjoy your
beef
grief.
vegan.
But
Say so.
if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.